Opposition political parties are calling for Police Minister Senzo Mchunu to be fired. Well, this ahead of the President's address to the nation later on tonight. Now, it's been exactly a week since Mkhwanazi made his explosive allegations against Mchunu. And both the DA and the Umkhonto weSizwe party have opened criminal cases against Mchunu, while the EFF has called for his immediate suspension. The DA has also accused Mchunu of misleading the public and breaching his constitutional duties, while the MK party has opened a case of obstruction of justice, abuse of power, as well as conspiracy to undermine investigations. Well, this after Mkhwanazi accused Mchunu of giving instructions to withdraw over 120 case dockets which were investigating political assassinations. Action SA Member of Parliament Derilyn James has also called for Mchunu to be suspended. She says the president must put South Africans first. BOSA leader Mosimaimane meanwhile says if the police minister defeated the ends of justice, he then should be held totally accountable for his actions.
If the minister is seen to have, if you like, in this instance, defeated the ends of justice, then ultimately he should be held accountable for that. Secondly, if there's been any, in this particular instance, as I chair the Appropriations Committee, have already looking at some of the financial transactions that were appropriated for the purposes of protecting the citizens. That money was sent to the department, and if those programs are suspended without the financial recourse sending the money back, there is a genuine challenge with that, and so we need to get an understanding of that. So there is a financial accountability process that must be put on the table. There is furthermore the issue of whether there are acts of corruption or defeating the ends of justice that must then be put on the table. And then thirdly, in essence, in this instance, as I did highlight the fact that if mafias are running the country, there's something as South Africans we need to ask ourselves ethically, whether we should allow leaders who are willing to act in a manner that puts South Africans at risk. 64 South Africans are being murdered every single day. If political leaders have been killed in the midst of that, then surely the political leadership must take culpability to that.
We often see the outcome of such cases. Either it's a reshuffle, someone gets promoted, they get redeployed, or they get transferred. I think South Africans are tired of seeing that. I think South Africans are really tired of hearing that task teams will be put together. They are tired of hearing that a special investigation unit will be assigned to this matter. I think what we want to see from the president, we really want to see the president put South African citizens first for once in his term. And by that we mean we want to see an immediate suspension. The fact that all of these big wigs are still operating in their positions, that is a grave concern to us, because that obviously means that there's a lot of conniving and cover-ups happening as we speak. Why haven't they been suspended? In terms of SABC, if you look at SABC, if you look at just 2 weeks ago, where 7 crime intelligence members were arrested, it just absolutely blows my mind to think that they were allowed back into their office. The very people that were arrested were actually left to assign someone else in their position. How does that work? So as I'm sitting here and as Action SA, we are calling for a complete overhaul of SABC based on allegations made over the past 30 years, which mentions bigwigs such as Bheki Cele. This isn't a thing of today. This is not news to South Africans. And we require and we need action, a firm stance from President Cyril Ramaphosa.